My name is Ali Abdelhadi, and I am the valet.
Hello, my name is I Abdelhadi, and I'm Sganarelle.
Hello, my name is Raitif, and my role is Lisette the chaperon.
Bonjour, vous êtes Arin Taraoune, and I am Gorgebus.
Hello, my name is Amman Abidat, and my role is Sali.
Hello, my name is Rujud al-Nasser, and my role is Lily.
Bonjour, my name is Fadila Fifi Shukri, and I am Madame Martine.
My name is Tawfil Ahmad, and I am Martine's father, Durand, and Valet's father.
Written by a Spanish nun. that won't stop you from marrying him. A husband
Grows acceptable sooner than you suppose. For love is the fruit of marriage.
A husband grows acceptable sooner than you suppose. For love, the fruit of marriage. Oh, I'm a fool! To bleed instead of laying down food. Enough! From now on, you give way to all my wishes. Listen and obey. Your new fiancé will be coming here this evening. I expect you to appear graceful and gracious, with a smile that tells plainly how much you will come home. Or else! Or else! Or else! Or else!
What saw your demonstration of dismay for? This is what most young ladies like to pray for. When father mentions marriage, they reply, yes, 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 yes. On the spot, I certainly don't cry. If someone came to me and said, I insist on giving you this man, would I resist? I would. Instead of looking mortified, my guess is I'd rattle off at least a dozen yeses. Your brother's tutor, who is far from dense, last week was saying something that makes sense. Something that makes sense. Women are ivy. No, he wasn't bluffing. A little way from tree trunks and it's nothing. Separate women from their men and they're finished. Just the same way they're useless and diminished. But I can confirm his words, they're true to life, and borne out by my experience as a wife. Oh, that I will not believe. God took my husband from me, as you know, while he was still alive some years ago. You should have seen me. Young and gay and fresh, rosy complexion, sparkling eyes, firm flesh. Now look, I've turned into my own godmother. Why, to keep warm at night, I have to smother myself in blankets. But I well remember how I could fall asleep in mid-December without a fire. But how can you tell me to betray me? Take my word for it. Men are what you need in bed beside you when the winter breaks. Oh, yes, but or to give you a squeeze and say God bless you every time you sneeze. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, gorgeous. But how can I bring my vow to Lily? What will he think of me? Lily is an idiot for staying abroad so long. If you ask me, I find it odd that you don't hear from him. Why not be smart and realize he's had a change of heart? Oh, that I will not believe. There isn't a trace of falsehood in his soul or in his face. His noble brow, his mouth, his honest heart. How can I think that they would ever lie? He does look faithful and sincere, it's true. Maybe you're right to love him, as you do. And yet I can't. Help me. You've dropped the painting! Madame! Stand up! You've slumped! Good heavens! She's fainting! Quick! Someone! Anyone!
I heard a call. What's wrong?
My lady's dying!
Is that all? The way you screamed, I thought it must be serious. Woman, wake up! Are you dead or just delirious?
She doesn't answer.
I'll bring back some water and people to assist while you support her.
She's cold all over. I'm afraid it's death.
What's going on out there?
What's going on out there?
Wait. First I ought to listen for her breath.
My husband's in her arms!
I'm not a doctor, but I'd almost swear she's breathing still.
It's vice! It's a lechery! I'm going to surprise him at his treachery!
The terrier forehand, she's almost gone. It's wrong of her to let herself pass on and try to make it to a higher sphere.
No sign of him. I call it animosity.
Animosity?
To flit like that and fall
the law?
Let's modify the law.
Till it allows.
Till it's allowed.
A wife to change her husband like a blouse. A wife to change her husband like a blouse.
A wife to change her husband like a blouse.
Why? To change her husband like a blouse.
A wife to change her husband like a blouse. A wife to change her husband like a blouse. A wife to change her husband like a blouse. A wife to change her husband like a blouse. A wife to change her husband like a blouse. A wife to change her husband like a blouse. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. And quite a few. Our abandoned wives would like it too. Oh, what's this? A jewel case from someone's pocket. Oh, carved in enamel.
John.
No, a locket. I look inside.
Dead. Oh, she had a spell of weakness. In 5 minutes he was well. Is that my wife?
A miniature? How neat! He's handsome, and the painting's very sweet.
What's that she's looking at? Upon my soul, a portrait! I don't like to shrug my own. An ugly thought has struck me. A suspicion.
The workmanship's a marvel of precision. Some lady got this gift, and now she's missing it.
Good God, she's kissing it!
It smells so fragrant too.
At last I follow.
Oh, it must be ravishing. Oh, it must be ravishing to have a man so bold and brilliant. Lavishing. To have a man so bold and brilliant. Lavishing. Lavishing! Oh. Attention's on you, bending to your whim. I could be tempted by the likes of him. Why don't I have a husband of this stamp in place of my old hulking brute?
You jerk! I find you standing outside our house, dismantling the honor of your spouse, and gather from your language that you drew the wrong card. I'm not good enough for you. Well, by Beelzebub, who ought to carry you off? Pray, what would you prefer to marry? More upstanding man than I? Unthinkable! A straighter carriage! Spirits more unsinkable!
A loftier brow with thicker hair buff!
Face and cheek more clearly made for love! I for whom gorgeous women pant inside! Thousands of them! I cannot satisfy your greed! But no! I'm only soup for fish! An appetizer for the second dish!
I understand this bragging and abuse! You think you can
stop? No excuse! The things here in my hand! No lawyer needs more damning evidence of your misdeeds!
I warn you! Don't provoke me anymore by adding trumped up insults to the score! I'm keeping tabs on you! But first I'll take my locket back, and then you
can break your neck!
What for?
I wish I had him in my clutch!
What?
And not his picture.
What?
Nothing much, my lord. I have no reason to complain. I thank you from the bottom of my being. So here he is, the darling of the bed.
The darling of the bed?
The spark that lights your hidden flame.
Hidden flame?
The hat. The topple's heart.
Topple's heart?
The urchin.
Who does what?
The wretch, I see. Who know I'd better not?
Why does this drunken nitwit rage and shout?
Slapped you know very well! If this gets out, I lose the name I've always proudly borne. Kids on the street will call me Mister. I put that shoe without hesitation, if only to uphold my reputation.
How can you rant like this in front of the neighbors?
How can you rub it in these lovely capers?
What capers? Please inform me. Be explicit.
It's as plain as day. I wish I could dismiss it and smile courageously, as if it were a gag, to wear a pair of antlers, like a stag.
A gag? To wear a pair of antlers? Like a stag? A gag? To wear a pair of antlers? Like a stag? First, you insult suddenly with a worse defense a man can be betrayed. And then you incense me more by acting angry and starting to invent affairs that I have taken part in. How fitting for the uncrowned king of knaves to tell his spotless wife she misbehaves.
Impudent woman!
Impudent woman!
Impudent woman! Can you play it?
Haughty!
Haughty! No one ever knows you! Where?
Naughty!
Naughty!
Go! Chuckle to your mistresses, caress them, promise them pleasure, worship them, possess them. But don't attempt to toy with me. That's mine!
I'll get it back. I'll make her toe the line.
Father! Oh, no, please, Father! Stupid romances! Stupid romances! How dare you enough!
Oh, so gorgeous.
Now that we're safely home, monsieur, I'm wondering if you'll explain one little thing.
What is it?
Are you made of stone or steel? Not to give way after that long ordeal? For 7 days we rode the clock around and almost drove our nags into the ground. It's shaken me so badly that I feel as if I've had a session on the wheel. And that's not counting all the aches and tension in one part of the body I won't mention. Yet, here you are, alert and looking bright, without a wink of sleep, without a bite.
The ride was worth the effort.
The ride was worth the effort?
I've been dreading the news since I was warned about the wedding.
Yes, the wedding.
I love Sally so much.
Sally, Sally, je t'aime, Sally, 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 je t'aime, Sally.
I must discover how strong our feelings are for this new lover.
Yes, but to get you in the proper mood, to check on her, you need a plate of food inside you.
I don't want a plate of food inside me.
You need a plate of food inside you. Then, sir, if the news is bleak, it won't be such a strain on your physique. I find myself that when I haven't eaten, the slightest misadventure leaves me beaten. But when I've had a decent meal together, with something wet to wash it down, I weather the roughest storms of destiny. So, stuff your stomach, sir. Too much is not enough. And if you want to shut out troubles, line your heart with 20 brimming mugs of wine.
I don't want anything. Nothing. No food, no wine, nothing.
I'm getting thinner each second. Can't I order you some dinner?
Not now.
My master's rules are so unjust.
I'm worried. Sick.
I'm worried sick.
I couldn't eat a crust.
I'm worried and I'm famished. This affair is getting to be more than we can bear.
Then leave me to myself. Don't be a pest.
But sir...
Go off and go chauffeur and take a rest.
My master's rules, I say, are so enlightened.
I ought to look for her, but I'm too frightened. She seemed in love with me and gave her hand. Her father promised, I don't understand.
This affair is getting to be more than we can bear.
I got it back. And now I can inspect the picture of this ugly dog who swept my wife and life. Don't know him.
How did he come by that souvenir I give Celine?
Poor Sganarelle, your dignity's been dirtied. Too badly for it to be reasserted.
Before I left, she took that gift to serve as a pledge of love. I've reason to be nervous.
lowborn women bring disgrace.
I could be wrong.
Destroyed before my time. Oh, Jezebel!
Oh, Jezebel!
You've soiled me in my prime. A monkey-featured juvenile has marred my splendid image. I'm
forever scarred.
No, I'm correct. It is the portrait of me.
He's watching.
Now, I'm sure she doesn't love me.
What does he want?
I have to get this straight.
Pardon me, too late, but I'd like to speak. I'm curious to know how you acquired that portrait, which I noticed you admired.
He's curious, is he? So is his request. But now, I think I see what's on his chest. No wonder he was anxious to converse. He's it! Or to be accurate, he's hers!
Would you be kind enough to tell me?
I understand your question, and I share your trying circumstances in more ways than one. This portrait of you, I must phrase it like this, came from somebody you knew moderately well. A lady who cannot contain herself and thought she must have mentioned you. Your deeds were not discussed. But to be frank, I wish you would refrain from seeing her and putting such a stain upon the sacred bonds of marriage.
You mean that you're her husband? And she's
my wife, exactly. Thanks for your acumen.
My God, her husband.
My God, her husband.
Yes, I'm only human. I like my marriage. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll tell her father.
How could she refuse me?
And pick this lumpy creature?
In my peace.
The rumors did him justice.
Can she peace? The memory of when we swore that oath of loyalty.
Did it apply to both?
Or only one of us? I ought to fight!
Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Fight! Only out of spite, the vixen.
But this outrage to my pride,
combined with the exhaustion of the ride,
comes like a blow, a wave of violence breaking upon me, and I feel my body shaking.
This affair is getting to be more than we can bear. Bonjour.
Monsieur, you haven't seen. But you're unwell. It's lucky I arrived. You almost fell.
It must have been the shock. A sudden malady.
Will you accept a little hospitality? Come in the house and rest. You don't look strong.
You're very kind. I will, but not for long.
I sympathize, my boy, with your dilemma. But aren't you rather anxious to condemn her? What you have taught me so far hardly leads conclusively to proof of her misdeeds.
You mean I have to?
This answer on her part, although I grant it's up to judge, as evidence seems scant.
Evidence seems scant? You mean I have to catch her in the act?
Don't be too rash. Investigate each fact. You should discover how she came to get this gift. And if she ever really met this man.
You mean I have to?
Be patient. And if your impressions confirm, I see she pays for her transgressions.
You mean I have to catch her in the act?
This fetches advice. You should proceed with care. It's not unlikely that you should read too much to one incident and feel too vivid.
Those horns were almost real.
I sympathize, my boy. Don't be too rash. As for that miniature that made you quake, who knows? It may have been a fake. And if your impressions confirm, I see she pays for her transgressions.
Merci, monsieur.
Monsieur.
So, with an open mind, blood, death, and war. The portrait doesn't matter anymore. galanterie. The wimp. He's noticed me. He'll never dare to speak.
How could she give herself to such a freak?
No. I must be logical and tame this pointless hate. He's not the one to blame. Rather, I'll envy him a love so rare. Oh, lucky man, your wife's beyond compare.
Well, that was clearly put. He didn't mix his metaphors or call it as in sips. The hordes are coming back. I'm wrecked with shame. Now listen here. You haven't played the game.
Oh, I'm sure that was Lily I discerned. That's strange. He didn't tell me he could return.
Oh, lucky man. Your wife's beyond compare. Better beyond my reach. It isn't fair to have her practice this deceit. He swept women off her wicked feet. Now what? Am I to fold my arms as if I had no qualms? At least I ought to step on his hat, or muddy on his block, or knock him flat, and then appease my fury and grief by warning everybody that he is a thief.
Oh, excuse me, but I wonder if you know that man who left a little while ago.
My wife's the one who knows him, madame, not I.
You seem to be all agitated. Why?
Forgive me for this unseasonable lemon, and that is something to my heart's content.
But what, monsieur, has made you so distraught?
If I'm distraught, madame, it's not for naught. I challenge any man of any station to be more cheerful in my situation. Before you stands the mother for all men, whose honor has been overthrown. But then, my honor hardly counts, besides the shame of having been deprived of my good name.
How?
Let me speak with all respect, madame. They've made a cuckold out of me, around with curly horns. Today, with my own eyes, I watched them at their furtive enterprise.
You mean the man who just...
Yes, that!
Philander!
My wife's in love with him, and he with her.
Oh, my intuition was correct. I guessed that this secret visit meant some cruel jest at my expense. Oh, I trembled when I saw him spin about and withdraw at my approach.
Madame, you're very kind to take my part so personally. Others have much less heart. Some people that I spoke to thought me soft. Instead of showing sympathy, they scoffed.
Oh, no punishment, I know, is too severe for this abominable act, this sheer dishonesty. Oh, don't think that I'll forgive you for it ever. You're unfit to live. It couldn't happen.
Well, leave it to me.
Oh, how can a man behave so villainously?
Darling girl.
Oh, for you, my little friend, the flames of hell would be too kind an end.
That's thank him.
To pay back faithfulness and innocence in such a way.
Ah, yes.
To lay a simple nature open to contempt and insults.
What she says is true.
Oh, I'd say more, but it only makes my madness increase. I feel like I could die of sadness.
There, dear lady. Don't lose your control on my behalf. Your torments touch my soul.
I hope you don't imagine that these pleas, these useless implications, will appease my anger. Never! I intend to make you suffer, and I know what steps to take.
That's funny, him. May heaven protect this girl from every danger. May heaven protect that girl from every danger. How moving when you come across a stranger who bleeds for you. Now, after that attractive display of wrath, I can't remain inactive.
No man should try to keep his temper down under such blows, unless he's but a clown.
A clown, a clown, a clown, a clown, a clown,
A clown? I'll comb the city for this hangman's bait, who in provoking Sganarelle tempts fate, and teach the scoundrel with one deadly stroke, not to make cuckolds out of honest folk.
Slow down,
Slow down!
slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down,
Slow down!
The fellow has a fierce hair-trigger appearance.
It suggests that he'd disfigure my back as gladly as he did my front. Oh horns, oh whips, oh weapons big and blunt. I loathe these curs who are quick to take offense. What I prefer is peaceful men of sense. I never fight for fear of retaliation. My greatest virtue is my resignation. And yet, my honor whispers,
Do not flinch. Be brave. Insist on taking your revenge, not bench. Be brave. Insist on taking your revenge.
judgment.
Better a cuckold than a corpse.
Who cares about deception? What's the harm in it? Doesn't wound your leg or arm. A plague upon the fool who first inflicted honor upon mankind and then restricted its exercise to cuckolds with clean lives rather than to their double-dealing wives.
Penalties are for criminals and not for innocent bystanders.
Explain what you would do, Honor, if you were in my position and saw your wife cut loose without permission. It's time for somebody to call a halt when she commits the crimes and I'm at fault.
The police!
The police! Not I should deal with this miscarriage of justice, this abuse of legal marriage.
Aren't there enough disasters that befall the average man?
I couldn't list them all.
Squabbles, lawsuits, hunger, thirst, disease.
Follow each other in an endless freeze, the pattern of our troubled lives, and now this extra nuisance rears itself somehow.
A false alarm. Of course. I shake my fist at it. I stop on it. I stop on it. It can't exist. And if my wife's done wrong, then let her cry. When I've done nothing, why on earth should I? In any case, I ought to feel consoled by knowing that I'm made in the same mold as my fellow husband. For the fact is,
adultery is an awfully widespread practice.
Isn't the wisest man than he who stifles his rage instead of fighting over trifles? People may say I'm stupid. But good Lord, I look more stupid dangling from a sword. However, I still feel the circulation of bile within my belly. The obligation to have my back burns in me once more. Where is that hook? I'll even up the score. Let him beware as I stir up new strife and tell the world that he's sleeping with my wife.
Yes, Father dear. Whatever you decide will suit me perfectly.
That's what I like to hear.
You be my guide and sign the marriage contract. I accept as ruler as my lord.
That sort of talk.
Now that I've kept my honor feelings in control, I find that you have my best interest in mind.
That's what I like to hear. That sort of talk. I'll skip for joy. Someone sure to gawk and grin at me. But how can I express my...
Pleasure?
Yes.
Pleasure?
My...
Parental tenderness.
Yes.
Parental tenderness?
Yes. Come here, my darling
Oh,
child.
no, Father.
Give me a kiss.
Oh.
I don't see that there's anything amiss in such behavior. Fathers should be proud to kiss their girls. Never mind the crowd. How well I brought you up. What tasteful breeding. You've made me 10 years younger just by eating my wishes.
That's a turnabout. I'll cite my reasons, and you'll say that I was right. It's very possible that Boghossian, my so-called love, has been deceiving me. He crept back with not love. He's come.
Before we part forever, there are some unpleasant matters that I have to broach.
You dare address me, let alone reproach.
In case I've spoken out of turn, I should apologize. You've made your choice. It's good. You're worthy of your husband. I don't doubt. Respect his love and shut my memory out.
Oh, yes, Viper, I return his love and treasure the hope that that will bring you great displeasure.
But why this fury in your voice and eyes?
And why this show of innocent surprise?
War, mortal warfare, battle, blood, and scrimmage. Stay the fortune who desecrates my image.
Now do I need to answer and accuse you? Look there!
I'm looking.
Doesn't that confuse you?
Not at all. You should be.
Oh, me?
My rage is rising in a steady rush. My carriage, mounted on its mighty steeds, goes forth to fight. There be fearful deeds when we catch up with him, and Sganarelle dispatches him unmercifully to hell. Smack in the middle of his ribs, I'll throw one.
Who is your enemy, monsieur?
Yes, who?
Who? No one.
Then why these weapons?
These? They're my protection against the weather. If you've no objection. No. Now I must kill him. Let me just be brave.
What?
I said nothing. Coward, slave, chicken.
party on summer Wednesday. That's all I'm saying.
It shouldn't leave. I look at him and think and wonder of how low a girl can sing.
Oh!
How she can make a mockery of
A
love.
mockery of love?
Oh, for 1 gram of courage. That's enough.
I'll hear no more. You're insolent and cruel.
See, Sganarelle, she backs you with the duel. Muster your mutton, summon all your vigor. More yet, my bully, swell up even bigger. Now stab him where he's weakest. In the back.
You take each word I speak as an attack. So, I'll pretend I'm satisfied and voice nothing but admiration for your choice.
I'm glad you're arranged.
Why not? Defend it, it can be changed.
Of course you should defend it. Don't the laws, monsieur, prohibit actions such as yours. If I were not a gentleman with restraint and most, these streets would run with gore.
Your fear, monsieur, is foolish and unfounded. But don't stop there. Continue it. Compound it. I know she's yours. And far from being jealous.
Traitor, how you invent new lies to sell us?
What? You suggest that I could entertain one thought that might give this poor fellow pain? You really do believe that I'm a traitor?
Oh, ask him. He'll give you all the data.
No, please go on. I love the way you cried, madame. It's good to have you on my side.
I'm not the type, madame, who bears a grudge. Nor would it be correct for me to judge your motives. But I won't be brushed off lightly. I see what's going on, and it's unsightly. Your heart should have more noble a design than capturing the heart. That should be mine.
Oh, that declaration isn't very clear.
Slut who invited you to fear. She came to my defense. Don't persecute her. You're undivided that you lose your suitor.
Madame, I cannot say I envy you. Well, was I lying? Now you'll admit it's true.
I'm more perplexed than ever.
I wonder if
we'll ever reach the ending of this tiff. I've stood by patiently and tried to swallow it down. The more I hear, the less I follow.
perhaps I'm the one who ought to put things straight.
But you did right.
Secret I tell you too. You others wait. It's a little loud now. How has she hurt you?
I had no doubts at all about her virtue until I heard the rumors.
Rumors?
Then I sped back here at once, praying I'd been misled. My overwhelming passion carried me home within a week to find her married.
Married?
Married? To whom?
To
him.
To him? To me?
To you.
To him? To him?
To him?
To whom?
To whom? To whom, Celine?
To whom?
To whom?
To whom? To whom?
To whom?
Who told you that?
Why, he did.
He did?
I did.
You did.
I assume that this is true.
I only said that I was the husband of my wife.
I thought because I found you with my portrait in your hand.
Yes, here it is.
And heard you reprimand the woman it belonged to on my life. You said yourself the woman was your wife.
She is. Without that Locket thing, I swear I would have never known of her affair.
What? My affair? I stood there in the street and found the Locket lying at my feet. And little later, when this man looked ill, I took him indoors to rest. But still I didn't recognize him at the time.
Oh, I dropped the Locket till I swooned. So I'm responsible as things turned out for all the fuss.
You see?
You took me home if you recall. You see, you'd still be shouting, Viper, traitor, if it were not for me, the mediator.
Did all this happen to us or did it not?
My forehead for a while felt really hot.
I'm not convinced yet that my premonitions were altogether false. I have suspicions.
In that case, I propose a lasting truce between us, in which I have more to lose than you. Let's trust each other to the full.
Agree. But if you slip, beware the bull.
Oh, good heavens, what have I done?
What?
It's all my fault. The consequence of one distracted moment.
as I will not. Still deep in love. Still deep in love.
Still ready to devote.
Still ready to devote
Myself entirely to Celine.
yourself entirely to Celine.
And sure that I'm worthy of her hand.
And sure that you are worthy of her hand. And so, I'm at your service. My reply is no.
Is this, monsieur, the way you keep your oath?
It is, monsieur. My duty makes me not to break my word to these new intended.
Your word to Lily was easily amended.
Daughter,
Yes, father.
you swore to me that you'd abide by my decisions and take me as your guide. Valère! Here's his father come to make it final about the wedding plans, I take it. What brings you without warning, monsieur?
New information, which I learned this morning.
This morning?
It cancels. For my son, who was supposed to exceed, has done what none of us who are close to him suspected. For 4 months, he has been the undetected husband of Elise.
Elise! May heaven protect 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 Elise!
No!
I can announce the match. She's wealthy and well-bred. A splendid cat.
But good old God!
Dear father.
Peculiar chance. It's ended perfectly. And we'll start reconsidering. Let me reveal that long ago I said I'd give Celine to this young man who's rich in honesty
And other virtues?
Yes, and I wouldn't dream of having any son in law.
A handsome couple.
Thank you
May you thrive.
for making me the happiest man alive.
We'll set the date now. Everything's decided.
What man ever looked more of a cuckold than I did?
Yes, look. For this example proves it's vain to trust appearances, however played, when all the evidence, as you receive it, adds up to one conclusion.
Don't believe it.